Welcome to the Four Listeners Program. Welcome aboard, everybody. Thanks for checking us out this week. What up, everybody? I'm Spear. On the mics this week is the Z-Man. What is up, Z?
Inchworm, measuring the marigolds. You and your arithmetic, you'll probably go far.
What the fuck was that?
Yeah, seriously, dude.
It's a John Denver song. I don't know who sung it originally, but it was John Denver did it on the Muppet Show. And for some reason, I still remember that fucking song.
Oh my god.
And then it goes like 2 and 2 are 4.
Okay.
4
Yeah,
and 4
All right.
are 8.
Thank you. On the other mic is the mighty Cantor. What is up, Cantor?
Me fail English? That's impossible.
Hello, Super Nintendo Chalmers.
Oh, Jesus. This week, what do we Z-Man, what do we got on tap?
Hang on a second. Gotta drink a beer. This week, something must be done about math. Math's hard.
That's hard.
You're an idiot.
First off, before we even get into why math sucks, and I don't necessarily think it sucks, I just think that people think it sucks, so therefore it sucks, is why do they call it maths?
Only British people do that.
Yeah, what is up with it, though? Why do they do
British people, they have stupid words for everything.
that? Maths. That's even super hard to say.
They call things boots, lorries, and all sorts of ridiculous
Lift.
named crap. Yeah, lifts and jumpers and pumps and
Knickers.
bangers and mash and
But
yeah, knickers and you keep going on and on. They just have dumb names for stuff.
That's
and
probably where
maths would be one of them.
That's probably where jeans came from.
What's wrong? I like the word jeans. What's wrong with that?
Why is it plural?
Same way pants are. Is.
Exactly.
you get
So
a
you
pair,
don't even know if it is or are.
it's a pair of pants. Is it
Right.
a pair
Why is
of
it a pair?
maths?
I only got one. I got 2 legs on the pants, but I only got 1 pants.
Well, I guess that's it. Because they're pantaloons. Is that the way is that the etymology of it? It was pantaloons.
My shirt has 2
don't
sleeves.
know.
I still only call it a shirt. Anyway,
It's like scissors.
Well, you have a pair of scissors.
Right, but there's only one of them.
Well, two scissors together provide the ability to cut. So a pair of scissors.
and
which
when
is-
your mom scissors your aunt,
Wow. What the? Why did you? What does my aunt have to do with anything? Why drag my aunt? Why? After 4 years. By the way, 4 years. After
We're
4
s-
years,
we're
you
still
drag.
on the 4 years thing.
After 4 years, you drag my aunt into this.
well, we need new players. Your mom's getting a little played out.
Is that it?
Yeah.
4 years, by the way.
Spears aunt jokes. That's gonna be a new
Spears
fun
aunt
joke.
jokes. That's it. That's the new hotness. 4 years.
Yeah, 4 years of the show. 180 episodes in. This is 181.
4 years.
That's crazy, right?
I-
4 years ago on September 30th.
Was right. It's the first
our anniversary.
first posted show.
How many episodes did you say? 180?
180.
180. This is 181.
How
That
many
means-
Twitter followers do we have?
I don't know, 6.
At 93.
It's
So
about one for every follower.
One for every 2 followers.
No, 2 for every follower.
That's what I'm saying.
Twitter's weird too. Like we've had up to like 97. And it just goes up and down. It's kind of weird that way.
I
Like
bet
your-
some of that's bots.
It's also like your aunt.
I don't even know what that means.
Up and down? Yeah,
Yeah,
I've
that
seen
works.
it.
Yeah, we got a fitness bot that followed us after the fitness show.
That was great. I love that. We had three fitness bots that followed us. That's great. I love that.
Because we were talking about our 90-day challenge fail and Spear climbing stairs.
Fitness.
Hashtags are fun.
Hashtag fitness. So let's get back to hashtag maths.
It's the other day I'm at the restaurant and the bill comes out and it's just me and my girl. It's just the 2 of us, so it's not like one of those automatic gratuity added on situations. But at the bottom of the receipt, you got that little thing. It's like 15% is this much, 18% is this much, 20% is this much. Because it's so hard to do math that people can't calculate what the percentage is supposed to be for a tip. And so they're trying to give them a help,
Yeah, so that's pretty sad.
right?
It's one of the easiest things to calculate.
Especially when you tip 20%.
Yeah, I mean that's usually pretty easy.
I mean, they actually have physical devices, physical calculators, just to tip calculations.
You know what the funny part about that is? You can get apps on your phone that are just tip calculators, which is even worse, right? Because it means that you don't even have the requisite skills to do the actual math on the calculator to calculate a tip. You need something to do all of that for you.
Right, because they would have to know that 20% is 0.2 and that you have to multiply that.
Right.
I'm sure people don't even know that part.
Right, that's the worst.
Yeah.
The worst.
It's pretty fucking bad. Have we ever talked about the birthday paradox?
The what?
The birthday paradox is a probability problem in which you basically say if there were 20 people in a room, what do you think the chances of one of them having the same birthday are?
Something crazily or unusual. Not unusual. What's the word I'm trying to think of here?
It's not what you expect.
Yeah, unexpectedly high. I think it's
Right.
over 50%.
At 23 people, it's 50%.
What?
Is this going to be another one of those things where like you've never heard of Schrodinger's box?
I have never heard of the birthday
Oh my
paradox.
God! What school did you go
I
to?
went to the school you went to.
Then how do you not know this shit?
I
what?
skipped a lot of statistics.
This has nothing. This is just fucking
It's common knowledge.
common knowledge.
Dude.
Yeah, thank you.
I apparently don't have a lot of common knowledge.
Apparently.
I
We
have a
to
lot
do
of
another show
uncommon
about you,
knowledge.
what you don't know.
Let me tell you something. There was something on Facebook the other day where it was supposed to be the 15 hardest questions about Star Wars Episode 4. I laughed at all 15, and I got them all right.
Well, good for you. That will take you far in life,
That's
sir.
what I'm saying. I have that kind of knowledge. I don't have, like, common type of knowledge, like birthday problems and
Anyway.
Schrodinger's cat.
So yes, the answer is 50% probability of 23 people, and the reason is as you add more people. Look, so there's 2 people in the room. Okay, what's the chances that those 2 people have the same birthday?
Probably not a lot.
Can you give me an exact number? This is not a hard one. If there's 2 people in a room, what's the odds that both of them have the same same birthday? How many birthdays are there possible?
There are 366 birthdays possible.
Okay, I'll take 366. If I have one of those 366s, what's the chances of you having one of those 366s?
1 in 366.
Good job, buddy. Now we throw Corey in the room. What's the chances that one of us has the same birthday?
2 in 366?
It doesn't really work that way, but you're getting the idea. As you keep adding more and more people, it's you and I have this 1 in 366. You and Corey have 1 in 366, and Corey and I have 1 in 366. And as you keep adding more and more possibilities, and you add a 4th person, then there's more and more connections. And once you get up to 23 people, there's 50% chance that you have it. And at 70 people, you actually get to a 99.9% probability.
Are we talking about the birthday paradox or last night with your mom?
Wow.
That's pretty sweet.
23 people?
23 people for half probability, yeah.
Right. 23 people for half probability that, what, my mom's going to get laid? What? Go ahead, Ganthor. Do the math.
The probability is 100%.
Oh,
Yeah,
There's-
dude.
there's few people in
There's
the
no
room.
question about that. It's happening.
Do the math, Ganthor. Fuck you. Fuck your mom, Ganthor.
So here's another fun one. This is actually a fun party trick that you can try. If you have a deck of cards, and I tell you to randomly choose 2 numbers between 1 and 13, so like the points on the cards. So pick 2 numbers.
2 and 7.
Okay. What do you think the probability of a 2 and a 7 being touching in that deck?
So there's 4 2s and 4 7s out of 52 cards, so that's 8 out of 52. And what touching in the deck?
Adjacent, if you will.
Adjacent. What? I don't know. What?
It's almost 50%.
How do you get there?
I've done a simulator because I couldn't figure out the math myself because it's pretty complex, but it's like 48 point something percent.
48 point something percent.
So here's the fun game: is you do this in a party. You say, hey, give me 2 numbers, and if they're touching in the deck, you have to buy me a drink.
Right. So it's a coin flip as to whether or not you're gonna get a free drink.
Exactly. And usually every time I've done this, it's happened, and people are just like mystified. And like you have to play it up. So like shuffle the deck, let them shuffle the deck. Let them cut the deck, put your hands over it, and go boom or pow or something like that. Make it look like you're
Magic.
doing something. But simple probability just makes it work.
Magic.
It's magic, and when it comes up, it's fucking awesome. It's actually pretty sweet. And if it doesn't, you buy them a drink. And if they do, you got to do something that's going to give you more than 2-to-1 odds then to make it work. So because most people will be like, oh, I think it's probably like 10%. Then go, great, give me 6-to-1 odds on it.
I do not understand odds terminology.
You mean betting odds or?
Like
Like I
10 to
laid-
1.
Well, it's just 1 in 10. It's basically it's a 1 in 10 proposition.
It's like a 10% chance of it happening.
Yeah. So if someone gives you 10 to 1 odds on something that's going to take 10, that's going to happen 1 in 10 times, or 10% chance of happening, that's an even bet. Because if it happens, the one time, then you get your money back. So they'll give you $10 for every dollar that you give them. That's 10 to 1.
Okay.
So Jets winning the Super Bowl, they're given 60 to 1 odds. So if you bet $100 and the Jets win, they give you 6,000.
That just sounds like throwing your money away.
Right. Well,
for
that's
the
the point.
Jets in
That's-
particular, yes.
Yeah.
I always get screwed up when it's like 3 to 2 odds. That's what fucks with me.
Yeah, that's why you never get blackjack, right?
Right. That always fucks with me.
Basically, you get time and a half, dude.
Right.
Do you know how what do you call it? Reduce a fraction?
Yes.
So it's 1 in 1/2.
Right.
Are you sure
So-
you know, Spear?
So craps is not your game, right?
No, craps is not my game. I lose a lot of money playing craps. I lose a lot of money playing craps in a very, very fast fashion. It just happens.
I told you the secret to winning craps, right?
What was that?
You got to find the oldest dude with a cowboy hat, preferably smoking a cigar,
And bet and do what
or
he
the-
does.
or the blackest dude with the biggest watch.
And just do what they do?
Do what
Just
they
do
do.
exactly what they do.
That just sounds like a good strategy.
It is.
My
It
problem
works.
with craps, I wouldn't even know if I won or not. So I could totally get taken by whoever is at the table.
Well, they're not going to take you. You got to.
Well, I know they're not supposed to. I'm just saying I would have no clue if
Yeah.
I won or not.
Yeah, they could just sweep your chips and you'd be like, all
Yep.
right.
Oh, that sucks.
That looks good.
Maybe that's what happens to you.
Which is usually what happens to me anyway. So they just sweep my chips. I go, all right, I lost.
Well, we played Pai Gow Tiles together, right, Spear?
We played Pai Gow, but not tiles.
Okay, Pai Gow Tiles is the game that I don't understand in the casino, and that's my drinking game because it takes like 2 seconds for someone to figure out whether or not you won or not, and you can just say house way. So they deal you 4 tiles, and somehow you make 2 sets of 2 tiles out of that. And if your 2 sets of 2 tiles are better than the dealer's 2 sets of 2 tiles, then you win. But it's exactly that. Is I put my $25 chip up, they deal me the tiles. I don't even bother looking at them because I don't know what the hell they mean anyway. And then they flip them over, and then they either give me money or they take my money. But you can keep drinking, and it's a coin flip game, so that for the most part, it's just going to even out anyway. And you get to shake a thing of dice, and you get to slam them on the table.
My
That's a
favorite
lot
part
of
of
fun.
That sounds like fun.
gambling with Z is like Z's teaching me how to play these games. Like we were playing Pai Gow, we were playing some weird poker game, not 3-card, but we were playing something else.
Oh yeah, we're playing one of those stupid games that you're not supposed to play.
Right. So he's showing me all this stuff, and then like he's losing, and I'm doing okay, and he's like looking at me. He's like, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, "I don't even know what I'm doing half the time, but it looks like I'm winning, so I'm gonna keep going with that."
Yeah, that's always fun.
Yeah. And then
Beginner's luck.
And then we went over. Then we went over to play blackjack, and then that's when the real money came out. We're like, all right, we know how to play this game. Let's go. Let's go.
That's just blackjack's too much work. I just go in and roulette and I put it all on something, and then that's that. If I win, I win. Great, and if not, time to just drink and people watch.
So that's but the last time Z and I hung out, we went to the first roulette table we saw, and we did balls of steel.
We did Balls of Steel. Same thing we did at my bachelor party and at your bachelor party.
That's right. Balls of steel, Gantor, is you walk up to the first roulette table you see, you take $100 and you put it on black. Why? Because
Always bet
Wesley
on black.
Snipes said so, and Passenger 57 always bet on black.
Well, what happened to Wesley Snipes? You
Oh,
think
I-
taking advice from him is a good move?
I'm taking advice from his character, not necessarily Wesley Snipes
It's
himself.
completely arbitrary. Like, that's the whole plot line.
Always bet on black, Gantor. Like your mom.
Clearly,
did.
that is not what?
Like your mom.
What does that mean?
Your mom always bets on black.
I'm not sure what you're trying to say. Think you might edit that out, huh?
No,
No, you're going to keep it.
I'm going to keep it.
Okay. Just trying to figure out what you're intimating there.
One of the fun things I tell people when they're talking about casinos and they're trying to understand craps and roulette are the same game.
How
that?
So,
How so?
How's that blow your mind, huh?
Yeah.
How many
and
how many combinations are there in craps?
I have no idea. I told you I don't have the slightest clue how to play that game.
So let's do math again, guys. How many sides are there on a dice?
6 sides.
And how many dice are there?
2.
So how many combinations of numbers can you have?
36.
How many numbers are on a roulette wheel?
36.
Actually,
36
38,
plus
but close
30,
enough.
36. What's 30?
36 plus
Depends
two.
if you're in
36
Europe
plus
or
the
in
black,
America.
the black, red, the double zero, the zero, whatever.
Right, the zeros.
Yeah,
But essentially, it's the same thing. Just a different way to look at it.
that's it. I never thought of it that way. The odds are about the same.
Yep.
Wow, I never thought of it that way. My mind
Fuck.
my mind is officially blown.
Job done.
Good job.
So going back to the maths,
The maths.
I saw this awesome what do you call those things? There's some EE cards. You know those?
Yeah.
So this person put it down. It's like, this is how I see math word problems. If you have 4 pencils and I have 7 apples, how many pancakes will fit on the roof? Purple, because aliens don't wear hats.
Because aliens.
And that's I mean, I like math, and I understand that people have trouble with that kind of things, but yeah, I'm sure that's how as soon as you start saying a math problem, I'm sure that's exactly what it is. If 16 trains were on one track going in different directions, how many people, would it take to get to Colorado? What?
I think we need to do a show about English because we've been terrible all episode.
Yeah? Well,
That kind of things.
We'll do Englishes next.
English
Fine.
is. Look, if we were going to do a show on bad English, I would just go back and pull clips of Z mangling words from all 180 episodes.
That would be a good show. Yep.
Synonym.
Synonym, good job.
I can still do it.
You got it right. Can you say synonym, cinnamon?
Synonym, cinnamon.
Good job.
Wow.
You did it the last episode. You said that people have space, regular space, smell space, audio space, and I'm thinking to myself, what is audio?
It's a real word, right?
Question. No.
No,
No?
no. It's like that quote from The Princess Bride.
You keep using the word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
You're
Audio?
combining
Totally. Dude, audio is a real word.
Audio.
oral and audio.
Audial. Related to or perceiving through the sense of hearing.
You
I had the
up
right
that-
fucking word.
you
Fuck
made up-
you all.
You made up that definition.
Yeah,
I'm reading it up
I
on
feel
fucking
like I
Google.
feel like that's irregardless.
Audio is absolutely the correct word.
I don't think so. I
You
do
got a
not think.
computer in front of you. Look at it.
I do not think it means what you think it means.
Fuck you.
All right, so maybe I give you that one, but there are lots of examples of you mangling the English language.
Well, I'm not saying I'm an expert, but I did have that one.
We're terrible. We need to go back to middle school.
Why?
Next thing we'll cover social studies because we're terrible at English. We're terrible at math. Terrible at social studies.
Here's the thing,
Speak
Gantor.
for yourself.
If
man.
we went back to school, right? If we went back to school to try to learn the maths again, they teach it a totally different way now.
Yeah.
Like
Well, I have a math minor, so I'm not going back for math. But
Yeah, so what is this? How do they do this shit? Because I was looking at this too, and I did not like with subtraction now. When you're dealing with large numbers, they don't even want you to find the right answer. They want you to find approximately how much it is.
Well, no. So with subtraction now, they try to get you to do subtraction by figuring out what the anchor points are between the number the two numbers you're subtracting, and then you find the difference between the anchor points, and then you add those up, and that's the answer to the problem.
Now, if I was creating an algorithm in computers to a computer program to do this, that seems like I don't know, like 8 steps to come up with the answer, as opposed to just subtracting the two fucking numbers.
Yes, or dealing with things with like the way we learned was by places, ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. Right?
Yes,
They
we're in a
don't
base
do
10
that
we're in a-
anymore.
We're in a base 10 counting system.
Right. So we learned that way, and now my kid is learning a completely different way of doing it. I can't even help my kid with his homework. I don't understand the methodology.
Because it doesn't make any sense.
Right? I mean, I'm a college-educated man. I can't help my kid with his second grade math homework.
Yeah.
But I don't understand.
Put that in a pipe.
what if it ends up being revolutionary, though?
Revolutionary in what way? Is it going to
That
make us all
makes
smarter?
A ton of math geniuses out of kids who've been taught this new way.
Is that what the hope is? Because I don't think so.
I'm just saying, what if? I think it's a crock of shit, but
You know
that's
what?
how people react to anything that's different.
If
Kill
that
it.
is
Kill it
going
with
to
fire.
be the hope for the human race, then so be it. But I can't help my kid do his homework. So what the fuck?
Well, your kid's already smarter than you anyway, so
Like,
I doubt you'd be much help.
the vacuum cleaner's smarter than me, so that's not much of an example. I mean,
Have you had to do this, Corey? Your kids are older, right?
Yeah, but they're not learning math yet.
Okay.
right?
I
So
dread the day when they have to do that because it's just going to end in disaster. I'm going to get mad. They're going to get mad. We're going to hate each other, and then they'll probably choose a career choice that would not be advisable as a result.
right, something
down the
where they
road.
come home covered in glitter and smelling like strawberries.
Yep.
Strawberry glitter.
So I mean, I can't figure out how this stuff works. What I know is this. I mean, my kid's gonna learn differently than I will. So I won't know how to help him. You know?
You know who can help us, though? There are 2 high school teachers that just got busted for having a threesome with a 16-year-old.
Well, there's some math there.
One of them was 32, and one of them was 24. How much older was the first teacher than the student? If you said twice as old, you'd be correct.
You'd be correct.
So they said the teachers reportedly met up with the student, a junior, after a football game, then brought him back to one of their apartments where the 3 had sex simultaneously until the early morning hours.
Wow.
Damn.
Here's some math. 2 + 1 = fun.
My Catholic guilt crushed me whenever I finished the first time. I wasn't good to go for another week.
Week.
Hold on, I'm going to throw out a big word. Your refractory period wasn't up to snuff?
Oh, look at
No,
you.
that was fine. I just meant the crushing guilt.
So they're busting them with they're facing charges of carnal knowledge of a juvenile and contributing to the delinquency of a minor.
You ain't gonna find that in the Common Core standards.
Yeah, I don't even know what that means. How do you get faced with carnal knowledge?
It's one of our old-timey laws.
Are we keeping you up?
It's been a long day.
Was that a yawn? Are we keeping you up?
No.
What was that?
I was going to sneeze.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Because it sounded like a
Don't
yawn.
judge me. Whatever you want it to be, all right? Back off.
Back off.
Back off.
Are you threatening me?
I'm sick of your shit.
You
dude.
will bring me TP, Bungholio.
Oh, I don't even remember. now.
Beavis.
Do not make my bunghole angry. Do you have any oil?
Can we do a little math jokes?
Oh, well, there's math jokes.
Yeah.
Let's have a few.
Why did the math book look so sad?
Why?
Because it had so many problems.
You know, I just heard that joke today from somebody else.
Probably
Really?
from your 6-year-old daughter.
Not kidding.
Why do plants hate math?
Why?
Because it gives them square roots. Why did the boy eat his math homework?
Why?
Because the teacher told him it was a piece of cake.
All right, that's enough of that.
What do you call an empty parrot cage? Polygon.
Oh, God. What did we learn? What did we learn about the maths, Z-Man?
Without geometry, life is pointless.
God.
Boo.
Gantor.
We need to go back to school.
So you can get molested and carnal knowledge?
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I'd do it.
Oh, God. What did I learn? I learned that I can't help my kid with his homework and that math jokes are not funny. So if you think math jokes are unfunny, why don't you go ahead and let us know on the Facebook page, facebook.com/4listeners or 4listeners.com. You can check us out on the Twitters. You can follow us at 4listeners, and you can listen to the show on Stitcher Radio or on iTunes. Just search 4listeners and we'll pop right on up. It's been 4 years, folks. 4 years of podcasting bliss. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell anyone with headphones to check out the show. Give us a like on the Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. Give us a 5-star review on iTunes, please. We beg, we implore you. We would love to change the name of the show to 5 listeners. Help us out.
I might have been putting it on a little thick there.
Yeah, you kind of desperate, dude.
I think you were like on your knees. It's like,
He talked too clearly for that.
yeah. Oh, yeah, good point.
We thank you for checking us out this week, and we hope that you will check us out again next week. Thanks a bunch, everybody.
Seems to me each star sings, how beautiful